Morning. Give everyone a couple minutes. We're still early. Weather is nasty. I don't know if it's nasty for y'all, but here it's foggy as could be. It's gross. It almost looks like it's raining. That's how much is coming down. One of the dogs came up here. She has a rough life. Just worked hard, gotta lay down. Piper, you know? Mm, not very many brain cells in that one. Like 2 more minutes and we'll start. All right. Go ahead and get started. Let me just do something real quick. Okay, cool. We don't need that either. All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Peter Nakla. So I'll be your instructor for pathophysiology. A very neat class. I've been teaching it for quite some time before I came to UGA. Started it at UGA last semester. We ran through it. Everything went smooth, I would say. Tweaked a couple things to make it a little bit better. So hopefully it is good for us. All right. Uh, we're gonna have, let's see. Okay. And if you guys need to ask question, anything like that, just unmute yourself. I set it to mute automatically just because you have 35 or 37 of us in here. It can get a little noisy. All right. Um, so I'm just gonna go over like class, like how you guys are going to tackle it, just so that we're all on the same page. So I when so when I let me share, yeah. So I didn't realize it, but I had um, I imported the class from last semester, and so the old syllabus was on there. So just heads up in case you saw that. And then it was still hidden until just a little bit ago. I did unhide it. So first thing is join the GroupMe. We're going to use the GroupMe kind of as our discussion board. Whenever you guys have a question, I guarantee you someone else has the same question. Post it in there. I'll answer those questions. Okay. We're going to have two TAs. They will be doing the grading. Um, and so we have Ash and Madison. I'm not Ash or Madison. Are you guys in here yet? They may not be. I know they mentioned they had not. They were going to join a little later. Okay. So, anywho, they will, they'll be the ones that are doing all your grading. So if you have any grading questions, that's who you'll ask. Okay. Um, content. So let's look at syllabus first. Um, my email, okay. If you need to get a hold of me, obviously that's the way to get a hold of me. If it's something private, and then everything else, GroupMe, okay. A little bit about me. I know most of you guys, a good amount of you guys. I'm an MD. I went to med school. I finished med school back in 2015. I did all my rotations, my clinicals here in Atlanta, different hospitals, clinics, stuff like that. And then I did research for a year, and then I went into academia. I went into teaching. So a lot of like the stories I share, stuff like that, is from my clinical experience. My wife's a pharmacist, a clinical pharmacist. So she has great stories too. So sometimes in the videos you'll hear me talk about that. Okay. Um, Pathophysiology, really what we're going to be doing is looking at a bunch of diseases. Okay. So some of you may have taken the disease course. The disease course like hyper focuses on 10 diseases, and that's it. Okay. Here we kind of go through all the body and we highlight different diseases and the physiology behind it. And then like symptoms of the disease, stuff like that, signs, all that good stuff. All right. Um, as far as course materials, everything online that I'm gonna have online for you is sufficient. You really don't need to go outside of that, the way it's set up. If you want to do like a deeper dive on something, yes, you can. Just make sure it is an appropriate source. So one source I highly recommend is Gouillon's Rapid Review Pathology. So it's Edward Gouillon. Okay. Um, it's a really great book. It's very like uh, outlined setup, and the pictures are really, really good in it. I used it as a student. I got to actually have him as a teacher when I was prepping for boards. He came in to the program and went over Path with us. So I would get one where he's the author. I heard the newer version is not the greatest, and it's like I think you can get it for like $5 or something, $10, nothing wild. But it is a great, great resource for you. Okay. Exams, you're going to have four exams. They're 25 questions apiece. You'll have 60 minutes. We'll be using Respondus proctored. So as far as the examination goes, you'll need to sit in an environment where um, there's not light behind you because that'll blind the camera. And then you have to show your environment. You have to show your desk, behind the camera, your computer, all that good stuff. Okay. And it'll be recording you, and you got to sit somewhere quiet. Um, and make sure you test Respondus beforehand. Everything is working there. Um, the primary focus of where you guys are going to study are the lecture notes. My videos are supplements, okay? The lecture notes have everything you need in them. That's where I make exams from. Now, that being said, we may cover a little more topic in the lectures, So those are fair game as well. Okay. Madison is planning to make some supplementary videos, and so her videos would be fair game as well. Okay. Multiple choice, it'll be auto graded. You'll get 3 days to complete the exam, but it's a 60-minute window. So once you start the exam, um, the timer doesn't stop. Okay. All right. So there's two courses in here. There's 4250 and 6250. Okay. Undergrad and grad, if you will. Basically, you guys will do the same exact stuff. Your exams will be the same, your assignments will be the same. The difference is in the presentations. Your presentations are worth a little more in the grad side versus the undergrad, and the length is a little different. For my 6250 students, you will also be doing making topic questions. Okay. 3 questions per topic. They'll have um, multiple choice style, 5 answers, and you'll upload those um, on Fridays. That's wrong. We'll go over that. Okay. Um, so making test questions is like a strategy to make you a better student. That's why I have you guys do this. So when you can make test questions, you can like you can I'm blanking on the word. Coffee hasn't kicked in. You can be prepared for the exam in a way that's just so different than studying. You know what's coming on the exam. So it's a great strategy to help build your skill set as a student if you don't already do it. All right. So for the schedule, I tried to make it as easy as possible to keep us on track because it is an asynchronous class. So really, this is like the one time we may interact potentially. So what I did is every 2 weeks, you'll be covering the topics for a test. So test one topics this week, next week, that's what you'll be going over. Your assignments will always be due on the Friday of the second week. Okay. So, and your topic questions, and then your test will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you'll get those 3 days to access the exam and take it. Okay. So same thing with the next section, so on and so on. I know the first section is a little smaller because we're starting on a Thursday, but the material of the first section is not that dense. Okay. So I'm confident you guys can get through that. I'm still going to do a little updating on the syllabus and I'll push a notification when it's done. I need to add in a couple things, but nothing grade wise is changing, if I'm correct. Okay. So that's syllabus. All right. And then the setup of the course. So the way it works is you have my PowerPoints. So these are the first 2 topics. I recorded videos for you guys going through the PowerPoints. Okay, so you get your full lecture. And then here's the lecture notes. So the lecture notes is what you're going to go by. Okay. Um, Let me just open one. So the way they work, uh, it's like a textbook of what I want you to learn, and that's it. It's very hyper focused. There are questions in here at times. You should fill them out. This is your study material. Okay. They're not super long, right? Couple pages, nothing wild. Okay. There may be things I don't cover in the lecture videos because time. When I do this class in person, I can only go through so much. But the lecture notes are comprehensive. Okay. Um, and then ooh, let me see. Are the assignments not up yet? I think Ash uploaded the back half. Madison just may have not gotten there. Yeah. So here's an assignment. So example, they're like 5 questions, 5 to 10 questions, nothing crazy, short answer. This is to help build your study material and help connect concepts. Okay. Um, so you'll be completing these and turning them on the Fridays. So just make sure you keep up with those. So they can be like clinical style questions, nothing wild. It's over the material we've gone through. in the course. So I think this one only has 4 questions, for example. Okay. So nothing too wild. And then the last thing is presentations. So what you guys will do, I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna make like an Excel sheet or something that's shared so you guys can pick your topics and I'll approve them. The presentation, you'll do it exactly like I do my videos. You'll have your PowerPoint, record it. You don't have to have yourself in it if you don't want, but I do need to hear you. I need to hear you present the material. So you'll pick a disease and you'll cover how it goes over like 3 body systems. The rubric should be up there. You guys can look over that. And it just fill the time requirement, have your references, all that good stuff. I don't want you to pick diseases like diabetes, hypertension. Now, if you come to me and you talk about something completely like a different causation, like a wild causation, like renal artery stenosis causing hypertension, like okay, we can see, I can go with that. But I want you to find a disease, a family member has, a friend has that you've always wanted to learn about, or a disease that's interested you. I mean, students bring diseases to me I've never heard of. Okay. There's so many out there. And that will be your presentation that you'll record and you'll upload. Okay. So if you want to get ahead on that, by all means, go for it. Um, and just I need to approve the topic. That's all. Okay. And I'll get like an Excel sheet posted up for you guys about that. I think that might be everything. Um, whoops, whoops. There we go. Okay. So are there any questions for me? Anything? I know someone's got something. Oh, Ash, I see you in here. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I apologize for being a little bit late. My name's Ash T. I am one of your graduate TAs for this course for this summer. I'm going into my 3rd year as a PhD student, where I do biology education research, specifically studying emotional intelligence and how we can create undergraduate science learning environments to be more emotionally validating for students and teachers while learning and applying science. I have a background in social work and public health, and I'm really excited to get to be here and learn with you all about different types of disorders. And yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, if you have questions about like material grading, anything like that, you're going to reach out to Ash and Madison. I don't know if Madison made it in yet. I know she was going to be late. She emailed me, but that is fine. So, anyone have questions? The first set of videos are up for test one. That was the other thing. Yeah. So I've added the YouTube links for the videos for test one. I'm working on test two stuff, and once I have that up or have it done, I'll post them. If you do not have a strong background in anatomy and physiology, um, I highly recommend. I have videos also on YouTube, my YouTube channel, Dr. Peter Nockler, or if you click on one of the videos, it should take you there. I have AP2 videos. I do the entire lecture because I had like an online course at my previous school, and so I recorded it all. So if you need a little background in AP2 to make your life easier, it's a great resource for you. Okay. Um, if you're preparing for like MCAT, stuff like that, it'll be helpful as well. Okay. So there's that source as well. No one has any questions? Come on. You're all just in spring or summer break mode. That's it.
I had a question.
Yeah. What's up, Jackson?
Are the assignments due bi-weekly on Friday or every Friday?
Uh, the Friday before exam, so at the end of the material, if you will. And I encourage you guys like go through the material first before you try and just tackle them. Um, I don't need novels, uh, just answer questions, okay? Don't write novels. Jackson knows all about that from 3108. We don't need novels, okay? Um, they're your study guides to help you study. It's another tool to help you study the material, okay? Any other questions? Oh, did Madison make it in by any chance? So no. All right. I mean, that's it from me. Okay. Reach out if you're stuck on something, drop it in the group me. So make sure you guys are in there. Um, and if it's anything private, whatever, you can email me directly. And then I'll add in Ash and Madison's emails to the syllabus and a couple other things. And you guys are good to go at that point. So I think we will adjourn the meeting. All right. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Welcome. Enjoy it. And I hope you
Thank
guys
you
like
so
that.
much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you, Dr. Nakla.
Welcome. See you, Ash.